I think there are people out there who truly thinks that Jaws 2 is a good movie, and I wouldn't really blame them. It was the most expensive movie that Universal had done at that point. It had the same writer as the first one. It did have a new director, but well, probably okay, I guess anyway. But I would blame anybody who would say that this movie is better than Jaws. Let's take a look at why this movie is so forgotten by history. Jaws 2. 4 years, they say, have passed since Amity Island was plagued by the great white shark that ate a lot of people, and things have gone back to normal, and everything seems to be fine until it isn't fine anymore. Police Chief Brody, once again played by Roy Scheider, believes that this is the work of another shark that has come to use the Amity Island as its dinner buffet. However, the authorities, they are really stubborn in not believing that is the case. As the corpse piles higher, he goes out of his way to try to stop this thing once again, and well, this is kind of sums up the problem with this movie. This movie is it's meh. This movie is okay. It is a perfectly serviceable movie. It has some tension, it has some good production value, it looks good, it has good cinematography, but it is just roughly the same movie once again, only with a lot less to it. It doesn't have the fantastic tension, it doesn't have the great, built up or anything. It is just a rehash of the same movie done again, but with diminishing returns. The kill count is maybe higher, but the interest is lower. And the headbutting with the authorities is so infuriatingly dumb and so annoying that you get frustrated and you just want to see sharks eat people. That's the only thing you want to do at this point. If you take Jaws 2 and compare it to Jaws 1, it is the most inferior movie. But the fact is, no one ever talks about this movie, mostly because when Jaws movies are brought up, it is brought up for 3 reasons. One, they talk about how awesome and good. The first one is, it really is a really good movie. And then they argue to death if Jaws 3D or Jaws the Revenge is the shittiest of them. My money is on Jaws the Revenge, but it is a really close call, you guys. 2 of the absolute bottom feeders of movies everywhere. It is surprising how horrible it is. But I'm getting sidetracked. I'm always thinking about more how enjoyably awful 3 and 4 are and how good the first one is. This is just so bland. It is just so uninteresting. Steven Spielberg is vastly missed in this one. And so is Robert Shaw and Richard Dreyfuss. It leaves a really big hole and they can't quite fill it. 41 points is still not a burial of this movie. This is an okay movie. Comparing this movie to the dozens and dozens of horrible shark movies that has been made the last 20 years, this one still is pretty much a pretty good movie, comparing to them, that is. But it lacks severely in tension and it is very predictable. Yeah, Jaws 2. Not a big fan, but I would much rather right now, bring a couple of friends and bring, a couple of beers and sitting down and watching Jaws the Revenge or Jaws 3D and laugh at how terrible it is. But maybe we'll get to that someday. Well, I'll come back to you from, well, so-and-so reviewing, well, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.